Hello, hello.
Hi, everyone.
We are live at the beautiful Charles David Salons and Spa at their flagship location tonight in Hanover, Massachusetts. And we are so lucky to have the owner and master stylist Buddy here. And we are going to fire away and ask him as many questions as we can in 30 minutes about summer hair.
I'm ready.
I know we had a lot of interest in tonight's segment, and actually you guys all asked for it. So thank you all for tuning in. And before we get started, I just wanted to ask you about this is gorgeous here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Tell us a little bit about how you got started in the industry, what you were doing to it,
Sure.
and what you really love about it.
I started off years ago as a professional dancer. Did that for a year and a half in New York City. Quickly realized that was not Mikhail Baryshnikov, so it was time to move on to another career. I've been doing hair this 2022 will be my 40th year behind the chair.
Oh my goodness.
So it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I started at Jordan Marsh, which we all know today is Macy's, many years ago.
I was on the Jordan Marsh Team Fashion Board.
There you are. So we worked with Sullivan and Latz. Actually, no, that was Glenby.
You knew James Sullivan.
I sure did.
Yeah, he was my
I sure did.
mentor. Yeah.
And from there, I went on from Glenby Corporation to work for Sullivan and Latz, who owned all the Lord and Taylor locations.
Oh wow.
So I was in Braintree for many years. Was the manager of Braintree, then Burlington, then on the North Shore in Boston. And then from there, went to work with Bruce Fisher in Braintree for 13 years. I was his color director, and we opened Charles David in 1995 with 5 chairs and 6 hairdressers.
Oh my
And
goodness.
we are now 40 chairs in this location and about 68 hairdressers, and we're 90+ company-wide.
Oh wow.
We have 2 other locations in Plymouth, Mass.
Great. And Sarah Zingo's on the live. Hello, Cindy Willie, and I see you sneaking in there. Sarah, please get all the locations up for Buddy. But this is just, I'm so excited to dive in because there's so much new in hair care, and we're going to talk about the trends. We're going to do some product show and tell, and one lucky person is going to walk away with this basket tonight. We'll have Buddy explain what those products are in a moment.
Amazing.
So first off, what is going on with hair? What are the big trends?
Okay, balayage is here to stay for a while, and so are your wonderful fashion colors. You know, all your pinks, your greens, your yellows, your blues, the unicorns, the myriad of rainbows that we see. But, you know, let's face it, gorgeous redheads and blondes are here to stay for many long years, as well as our fabulous, delicious brunettes. I see lots of lightening and brightening going on for this year. You know, people have been stuck in the house so long with COVID and all that other fun stuff that they're lightening up their reds, they're lighting up their brunettes, and they're lightening up their blondes. Those golden blondes are turning into more platinums. Still lots of dimension, lots of wonderful, you know, wonderful tones running through the hair. Long gone are the days of just a solid monochromatic, you know, basic blonde, bright redhead. Those are all passe. You need to have lots of dimension in the hair, and believable, beautiful hair color is always gorgeous.
What is your tip if somebody really wants to dramatically either color correct or add those beautiful streaks and dimension?
Sure.
What's the first step?
The first thing I look at is your skin tone and your eye color. Because the eye color tells a whole lot of story. When you see somebody like myself that has a green eye, when you see that dark ring around the eye with lots of yellow and gold, I'm a very warm-complected person. My hair does not want to lighten readily, or when I was brunette, didn't want to lighten that readily because I have so much pheomelanin there, not so much eumelanin. Eumelanin lightens very quickly. So those types of processes happen really quickly. So that's a person with eumelanin that you love to do the balayage on because they can get that nice clear pastel blonde. Somebody like you, I would imagine, lighten pretty quickly as well.
I do.
Sure you
and
do.
there was pressure walking in here, guys. Coming into this and meeting with this master colorist, having my own hair done correctly. So he already gave me a couple of tips. But that's tip number 1, and I do agree, is like the lightening up and
Sure.
looking at, especially even with clothing that we do, we always are looking at somebody's natural colors and then making it work. So how about haircuts? What's going on with haircuts?
Haircuts, there's a lot of things happening right now. I mean, you know, people are either growing out their layers or they're just diving into something new and fresh and short. You're seeing a lot of pixies right now. You're seeing a lot of shags right now. You're seeing the wolf cut that these kids are going for, which personally I don't get because I like things that are seamless and not just chopped at. But you know what? Kids are our next groove to what's happening. So it's super fun to watch what's happening.
And how does the haircut and the color go together?
Oh, it always has to.
Yeah.
It always has to. We work seamlessly here with the color department and the design department. so one has to check in with the other. We're constantly checking with each other. Like I just finished Susan's hair color. She's up from Florida, and so Haley said, "Please let me dry this." You know, she hasn't been here for 2 years, so we definitely get to see this dry, so that we can adjust and do something different for her next appointment. It's all about checking in and adjusting and looking. It's never the same. Because if you're doing the same thing, you're going to a boring hairdresser. You need change in your life. We all need change, right?
Awesome. And what to talk about bleach hair? That's another thing a lot of our members were asking.
Sure.
They wanted me to ask you about that. Like, how do you roll out of bed? What products do you use to give you that really modern bleach hair?
There's some really wonderful products that are on the market right now, and actually part of it is part of our giveaway tonight. Charles has just come up with a brand new line in their whole regime called Curl Manifesto. And it's just for that, for the wavy haired person, for the curly haired person. Honestly, I don't know many that can get up and roll out of bed and look fantastic without putting a little effort into it. But Carrot Sauce did come out with this wonderful curl re-energizing product that you can go to bed, sleep on the hair, give the hair a light mist, scrunch the hair back into place, and it's ready to go for the day, which is a really great product.
And how about I've heard from my own hairdresser, how important are the headbands that you use, the ponytail holders? Huge, right?
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. You don't want to use any, rubber bands in the hair are an absolute no-no. Scrunchies that have material that will end up going like this and really clamping the hair tight, also not good because those fibers can get wound in the hair. When you go to pull it out of the hair, it also pulls your own hair with it. Also be very careful of plastic vent brushes that have the one bristle that goes in and that little tiny short one that sticks out, because they're always going to rip and break that hair. They feel good on the scalp running it through, but not so great on the hair. So you really want to be careful with how you're pulling your hair back. Don't put your hair up wet, because as the hair dries, it starts to expand. So if you have your hair back so tight and it dries,
I do that.
which is a bad thing, because then everybody starts wondering, why are these shorties coming in around my hairline?
Oh, good one. Okay, that's a taker for me.
Right.
And how about blow drying? Like, how damaging is blow drying? What can you do to protect
It can be. It's a heat source. Just like hot rolls, curling irons, any of those things. Actually, I find hot rolls to be some of the most damaging hair appliances that we use. Because you're rolling that hair, and don't forget, those rollers are sitting on that head for 20 minutes or so. So that's constant 20 minutes of heat on that one strand of hair. So I'm much more a fan of maybe 2 or 3 passes with a flat iron or a big barrel curling iron. And a lot of these ladies today, like Caitlin, who's very good at the beach hair, that works at Charles David in our Hanover location. Her last name is Barati, but she loves the beach hair. She's a big fan of those lawns.
Oh,
That you just kind of wrap it once and let it go. Wrap it once, let it go.
Okay. And what hair dryer do you like the best?
There's a lot of wonderful hair dryers. I love Sam Via's hair dryer.
Oh, get that in the chat,
Yeah,
Sarah.
Sam Via is a professional hairstylist, and he is Redken's creative director and has been for many, many years, and came up with his own styling tool line. And they are online at samvia.com, and his tools are amazing.
Another one that I'm using right now, I got it on Amazon, somebody gave me a tip. I feel like I just did a workout.
Right.
I mean, it hurts. I have like carpal tunnel.
I will give you a new piece of information that's not out on the market yet. L'Oreal just came out with a brand new iron called the Steam Pod, and it actually dries the hair with steam.
Oh.
And if any of you remember, maybe 20 years ago, there was a hairdresser called Caruso, and he came out with these Caruso rollers that were steam rollers, and they left the hair in magnificent condition. So anytime you can get something done with steam and moisture into the hair, that's always going to be a plus.
And actually, when we coach our clients, we're always saying, get a steamer.
Absolutely,
For your clothes,
sure.
Because it will last the fibers of your clothes. That makes a lot of sense.
Sure.
The fibers on your clothes, the fibers on your head, it all makes sense.
Sure.
Okay, what else do you want to share with us?
Balayage is my favorite thing to do. It's a very creative way to color hair. It can be done in about 45 minutes to an hour. It's really literally hand painting selected strands around the head. It creates very little maintenance. You're not glued to the hairdresser. It's about a 12 to 16 week appointment, so maybe 3 or 4 times a year, which is pretty appealing to women these days with how unbusy we're trying to make ourselves with everything we've been through this last year and a half.
And what did you, coming out of the pandemic, people are really embracing style and they want to look.
They are, and some are not. Some are also embracing not being as busy as they used to be. not having a full week hair appointment. So we have had quite a few women
Very interesting.
and men
Yeah.
that are embracing the gray.
Okay.
And embracing the silver.
How are you coaching them?
It can be a very difficult transition, or it can be very easy, depending on who you're going to.
Okay.
If somebody is a dark brunette and has a regrowth of white hair and wants to transition into white hair, you start first by doing a few selected pieces around the hairline so that everything is around the face frame, so that the person gets visually used to, and their brain gets used to seeing
Yes.
this light hair that wasn't around their face.
Okay.
You know, we like to call them wisdom highlights,
Yeah.
if you will, right?
Wisdom highlight.
So a lot of people have more wisdom than others.
I don't want wisdom highlights.
Right?
I'm good with that.
Yeah, some are, some aren't. But if you have the right skin tone and the right eye color, gray hair can be absolutely stunning.
Oh, yeah.
My favorites are olive-skinned and brown-eyed people, gray gorgeous. Pink-skinned, blue-eyed people, when you are ready, and you are not yet, but when you are ready, you will be one of the few that looks good in gray hair.
Oh, really? Great.
Pink-skin, blue eyes.
Okay. I'll
It's
come
beautiful.
To see you.
Absolutely.
All right. And the other thing I wanted to talk about, that was something somebody asked me today about that. That's awesome. The other thing a lot of people asked me about was the whole, like, we have so many clients that have curly hair.
Yes.
What is your strategy, your philosophy in both cutting color?
Okay, in cutting hair, we have specialists with curly hair in this salon that have been WeDad trained, that have been Diva Curl trained. They specialize in cutting curly hair.
Get that in there, Sarah.
Caitlin is one of them. She's amazing at it. She's also really, really good at body wash.
Okay.
But curly haired people, like when I'm coloring somebody curly hair and they sometimes will wear their hair smooth, I will flat iron them before I highlight them. Because I want to see where that hair is living
Awesome. Yeah, I get
as
that.
they wear it. So I don't want to get through a curly head piece and not see how that hair is going to sit, and then think, geez, I really would have liked that highlight to sit right there. I really would have liked to see that low light to sit right there. And I can't if it is curly.
Okay, good. Mary McNally, I hope you're listening. Mary McNally and our team has just got this beautiful mane of hair.
Sure, we love curly hair.
Oh, she's got beautiful hair, and I know that she's been getting it highlighted, and she experiments with cutting. So, Mary, that tip is for you. So, did you want to show us some of the gals here?
Sure.
Do you want to bring some?
Caitlin, let's talk to
beautiful-
Caitlin. 'Cause
Yeah.
Caitlin's really, really good with the beach hair, and she can speak to that.
awesome.
And she's also one of our smoothing experts and is very well versed in Brazilian blowouts, keratin smoothing treatments, all that stuff, which is really, really big this time of year.
Yeah. So, bring it on, Caitlin.
All right,
Yeah.
so the smoothing treatments, they really just go in and look smooth. So
Okay.
they're not gonna straighten you really, you're just looking to get rid of that frizz. Perfect for this time of year, especially in New England, as we know, it's crazy out there.
Because we've got such wonderful weather these days.
Beautiful. Hear us.
It's gorgeous out there.
Yeah, I hope you guys can hear us. Let's get a little closer, Caitlin. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Ann Keating. Okay, give us a thumb up. Put a comment in if you can hear us. I think you can hear us, but I know the blow dryers are going on. Go ahead, Caitlin.
So what they do is they smooth the hair 100%. You're still gonna have to blow dry, but it's gonna cut your blow dry down to
I'm going home with that product. I have a lot of hair.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. You're in the salon for a little bit of time doing them, but well worth it at the end.
Okay, great.
Now we also offer a couple of different ones because we have the full-blown 3-hour, 4 to 6 month
Yes,
lasting Brazilian blowout, and we also offer the Brazilian Express.
yes, absolutely. So the Express is going to get you about a month's worth, 4 weeks to 6 weeks worth of first treatment.
Okay.
And then the big ones are going to get you like 3 months to 6 months.
And what is the difference in timing, how long each one takes?
The Express takes about an hour. And then the other ones are like, the Brazilian blowout is about 2 hours, and then the keratin is about 3.
Yes.
Let me ask you, I have another question tied to this. So I know that there's a trend toward, so when I first got my first one, it was like that summer of the stick hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that seems to have gone to the wayside.
Yeah.
So how do you incorporate that technique to give some body?
So both of them, you'll still have body look. You can leave it off the root a little bit, you can get a little bit more body that way, but you still will be able to get body in your hair with both.
Okay, great.
Yeah, but you will leave with the keratin with stick straight hair until you
Okay.
72 hours.
72 hours.
Yes,
Okay.
and then you can wash.
And those are the ones you can't put sunglasses on your head, you can't put a clip in your hair, you can't tuck it behind your ear, so you're really limited for that first 72 hours
Yes.
of what you can do.
For sure.
Yeah.
But the Brazilian blowout, you can leave and put your hair up.
Okay, you guys get that? The Brazilian, you can leave and put your hair up. We have very busy ladies that like the shortcuts, so that's great. So talk to us now about the beach hair. That is such a beauty.
My favorite.
Okay.
My favorite. So I used a flat iron today to do
Okay.
mine, but I usually do use a wand, and I just went in like this way,
Yeah.
like it, and then half a flip, and then just pull like you're curling a ribbon, and then it was left like this.
Walk us through the whole look of it. You did it too.
Thank you.
So current.
Thank you so
So
much.
you got in the shower.
Yes, I got in the shower.
You washed your hair.
Absolutely.
You put conditioner in it too. Shampoo and conditioner.
Yep, and then I blow my hair out smooth because my hair's a little frizzy.
Okay.
And then I go back in, I start at the bottom, work my way up to the front with the flat iron.
With the flat iron. And then that's what you did today. And then sometimes you do the wand.
Sometimes I'll do the one, yes.
And what product do you use to make sure that it holds?
Today I used the dry texture spray from Orbay.
Okay, did you guys hear that? Textured spray.
Dry texture spray from Corbet.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
My
or
favorite.
day. Sarah can get that in there for
Yes,
great.
that gives you that nice beach texture.
Yeah.
It's a little gritty to it. Very nice.
Okay. And also what we can do after this, I can go in with Caitlin and Buddy and put the products that they're recommending right in the chat.
Absolutely.
Because this is so important, guys. I know from my own hair, not having the right tools and the right product, it just totally bums me out.
Tools,
Totally
you said
bums
it,
me out.
Mary. That is
Yeah.
the biggest deal, is the correct tools. It's the correct tool for the correct job.
Right. And do you do lessons here? Do you teach someone how to blow dry?
We do.
Okay.
What we will do often is the beginning of a blow dry appointment.
Yeah.
We will set up your cell phone on the station, so you are watching
The world has changed, people.
exactly what we are doing. We speak to you exactly what brush, what product, what you're going home with, what we use here in the salon, and we will turn you and position your phone to make sure you're getting the right angle so you can produce the exact look that we create in the salon.
Awesome.
Huge.
What are some of the mistakes that you guys make?
You go with that.
Oh my mistakes with the flat iron with the waves.
Yeah.
They're too much. They're holding it too hard.
Holding it too hard,
So then
ladies.
when they try to pull it, they're like pulling their hair out with it, and they're getting that crinkle in their
That's
hair.
like it.
Yes, yes. It's all about the tension on it.
Okay.
It can't be too much. It can't be too little. But once you figure it out,
Okay. Golden. Okay. So the takeaways today are come and get a blow dry at a salon like this, and they'll be happy to videotape it. Holy mackerel, the world has totally changed. That
Absolutely.
is awesome. Would have never thought of that. So why don't we now go into some of the products? And
Okay.
and we'll have a chance, guys, to go in and put them in. So just listen, and we'll be sure to get them.
Want to see a really fun fashion color?
Yes, of course.
Allie, come
I've been
show
looking at Allie
come
the whole
show
time.
us your beautiful
Look at
pink
this.
hair.
Okay, Caitlin, thank you so much.
This is Allie
Hello,
Hannigan.
everybody.
Allie Hannigan. Allie's been with us for a number of years.
Yep.
So the key to doing this correctly is to properly bleach the hair or pre-lighten the hair.
Oh, yes.
Because the hair can't accept these kinds of tones unless you have voided the hair of pigment. If we bleached Allie to a yellow stage, she would not get the vibrancy of this pink that you see today. And I mean, with her pale pink skin tone and her blue eyes, I mean, she rocks
I
it.
know.
She really does. She rocks it. Thanks,
If
Allie.
you're welcome. You are listening, Janine Gerard. This is your next hair color.
Yeah.
Janine works with us, and she's always doing this.
Emma Bruno created this
Yes.
for Allie. She does a fabulous job with the fashion colors and her cuts exquisite too.
Very
And I'm sure that new clients calling here can give you kind of their criteria. You guys match it with the right
Oh,
style.
absolutely we
For
do. And our
sure.
front desk is
Yeah,
really
because I know
well
that
trained.
that's a lot of our clients are always asking for referrals, and people are so sensitive with their hair. So it's great to know.
They are so trained to
Yeah.
ask the right questions on the phone.
Okay, awesome.
Absolutely.
Whenever
Okay,
there's a
hello,
fashion
Lisa.
color, they send them to me.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
Okay. And can you get Kristen? Is she over there?
She is.
Hello, Kristen.
Kristen Barry's been with us since her firstborn was in a car seat.
Nice to see you. And Kristen is married to one of my high school pals, and I was introduced to Kristen through Ann Keating who's on the line.
Oh, hi,
Hi,
Ann.
Ann. Thank you for introducing me to Kristen, who introduced me to Buddy, and we were looking for a salon to do this in. So thank you so much. We were getting a lot of. So Kristen, tell us a little bit about your cut, color, what are your specialties?
I love it all.
Yeah.
I love to finish too. I love to see the change.
Well, can you speak about the exciting work you're doing right now?
Oh yeah. Well, with the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Maybe a
show
little
on.
more so they can hear.
There's a show on right now called Kevin Can F Himself, and it's on AMC.
Hysterical.
Yeah, it's on AMC. There's 3 more episodes.
Mary
that you
Courtney
can-
O'Sullivan just said hi. She
Oh,
was here an hour ago.
Love her.
Yeah.
Hi. So, let's see. Yeah, you can see that on AMC. You can get it on demand, and it's Annie Murphy. She was in Schitt's Creek.
Oh,
Yeah, she played the
wow.
daughter. So this is their new show. I hope it does well.
Oh, and you're doing the styling?
I did the hair.
Okay, and
Yeah.
where are they shooting?
They were shooting.
Yeah, okay, awesome. Yeah, so Kristen has a lot of sets. Movie sets.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
I do local 798 hair and makeup, and I do hair for film and television, and for hair at Charles David and my own suite.
Great. And I grew up in Foxborough, so that's yeah. And I do love your husband.
Everybody loves Red. She's
Oh,
great.
he's awesome. Okay, so we do have a couple more minutes. Anything else you want to share about? I think people have really timid products.
Well, Kristen is the style queen. I mean, nobody does a blowout like you do.
Yeah.
You're amazing. Yeah. What are some of your favorite, like your top 5 products that you love to work with every day?
Every
Great
day.
question.
Yeah, I use for somebody that wants to keep their hair, their blow dries in for a week. You have to use something like a foam, or I like Guts by Redken. It does hold. It's a little spray at the root. You can keep that hairdo in for about a week.
Absolutely.
You really can.
I'm a weak blow dry girl.
Yeah, I love. Also, I like just to break it up a little bit. You can rework the hairdo with Redken Wax Blast. It's something
favorite.
yeah.
So when it starts
For
to fall
finish,
apart.
yeah, if you're home and you were at your computer all day and you're going out to meet friends for dinner and your hair just looks like it fizzled out, you can go back in with the blow dryer and spray in your wax blast. It will lift it out and hold it. So I do love that.
And not make it sticky or
Yeah, that's
crunchy.
sticky.
Or,
You'll get that PC feel.
Mine looks better when it's dirty.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it gives you that like
Why
second
is that?
day.
That's actually a great question, you guys.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think it's the oils that get in, and it kind of gives you that little separation,
Okay.
that fluffy
Yeah.
flyaway goes away,
Yeah.
and that's what wax blast will do. You always have to finish your blow dries
Okay.
with something like that, or a cream, something that's going to give you the separation.
Okay, so those are 2 products. What other ones do you use?
I like Airplay. Airplay by.
Gable is, I'm just perfect. It's so beautiful.
Oh, we're gonna bring her over. We're gonna bring a live. And I know Mary Courtney O'Sullivan, who's on the line. Hello, Mary was here with Kristen today.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna see Mary tomorrow, so
Oh, that's nice.
I was so thrilled to be able to.
And she's leaving.
Yeah.
She's going away, right?
Yeah, she's going away. Yep. So I know she got in here before she went away. And how far in advance do you guys book?
It depends on the person.
Yeah.
We have, we work on a level system here at Charles David, so you can get a great haircut at $29 up to Kristen's $89. I mean, so there's a wide range of haircutting prices. Retouches range anywhere from $59 to $110, depending on who you see. Years experience in the business, and all the balayaging with foils are commensurate with that. So there's someone for everybody at Charles David.
Okay, and I'm here, guys, and it's just such a lovely salon. It's quite large. They can accommodate your needs. I am certain of that. So before we wrap up, what do we see there? Hello, Danielle. I see you popping in. Hello, hello, Rebecca. I see you too. I don't have my glasses on
Yes, she
tonight,
does.
guys. Why don't we? So this is just so generous. Buddy, do you want to say?
Sure. This is Kerastos's brand new hair care regime for curly haired people. This is their shampoo, their conditioner, their serum, their mask, their curl refresh that I spoke of before. So all Kerastos products are very high end. There's no silicones, there's no parabens, there's none of the junk in this line that a lot of other lines carry in them that make hair greasy, that make hair wax build up. Your hair will feel amazing. This is a $279 value of products. They'll be yours free for making the right comments.
Oh yes, you guys, you got a couple more minutes. You You got to put those comments in there. Say something nice.
But everything for the curly haired person is right here in this.
Okay.
Susan, I would love to see your color.
Oh, can we bring her over here? No, she doesn't want to go on. Come on.
She will.
Oh,
You look so
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Oh my God.
All right, so this is so fun. Susan Hanley was a marvelous client of ours for many, 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 many years, and has moved to Florida and wasn't super happy with what was happening in Florida.
Oh, let's
I
cheer.
come all the way back up here to see Buddy.
You're so sweet. That looks so pretty.
I look like my old self. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I just feel like I look like I should.
So what happened if you went to?
Well, they were using, first of all, permanent hair color to color my grays, and then it
Which
just
you don't need.
Yeah, and which I don't know. I don't know. I don't really pay much attention, and it just
And you shouldn't have to.
yeah.
You're there for
You
service.
shouldn't have to.
You
I
shouldn't
love
have to
that.
be paying attention to what's happening at the salon. You should be in a place where they know exactly what to do to you and how to achieve the look you go for.
Yeah. Why is it so hard to find?
Education is key. Education is key.
And they do a lot of education here.
We absolutely do.
Yeah, your salon is set up
Yeah,
in that
we
way.
were Recon Salon of the Year for 6 years straight due to all the education that we've given to all of our team. I mean, nobody stays here unless they want to stay educated.
Okay.
We don't allow it.
Awesome.
It's a very well-oiled machine.
Oh, you
yeah.
look
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you so much.
great. I'm so happy.
Oh, and she looks very stylish as well. I love her outfit.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think, Sarah, do we have enough people commenting? Buddy, this is a
It's an
pleasure.
amazing gift.
It is.
It's an amazing
and
gift.
I think we're going to be back here. I know I'm coming back.
We'd
with
love
or
to
without,
have you.
With or without the Facebook Live camera, but I love to meet experts. And again, thank you so much to Ann Keating, who's on the line, who introduced me to Kristen. And Kristen,
Thanks,
you know the
Ann.
name of the game. When people respond, Kristen got right back to me, hooked me right into Buddy. Talked to him for the first time on Monday, and here I am. And I'd love to be able to have resources all over for our clients. And I'm sure we'll get Buddy's contact information in there, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind talking to any of you
Absolutely.
if you have an issue
We
that
are
you want
here.
resolved. So all about summer hair care this week. I think summer's coming back this weekend.
I hope so. It's supposed to be nice Friday,
Get your
Saturday.
tools, get your product. One of you lucky ladies is going to get this. We'll get it off to you. And thank you so much for tuning in.
And cover that here at the beach. Put that hat on.
Put the hat, did you hear that? Put the hat on too. So thank you so much.
You're quite welcome. My
And,
pleasure.
And we'll see you guys again next week for another Direct Beyond Dressing Well Facebook Live. See you later. Thanks, Sarah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.